Welcome back to another history lesson. Today we are going to talk about the Revolutionary period. We're going to talk about the Declaration of Independence first. We're going to talk about the Revolutionary War, and then we're going to talk about the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. So first, with the Declaration of Independence, this was a sheet of paper that the colonists created because they had a king. The king lived all the way across the ocean in England. And the king, he didn't want anything from the colonists except for their money. And he wasn't making rules that were very fair to the colonists at all. So the colonists said, you know what, king? We have been here for over 100 years. We have our own government. We have our own villages. We have our own rules. We have our own people who we go to if we have problems or if we need help. And so we, as the colonists, want to declare our independence. We want to tell you, king, we don't want you to rule us anymore. We can rule ourselves. We know how to do it. We've been doing it for over 100 years now. The king said, no, you're not ruling yourselves, and you still need to give me money. And by the way, I'm going to increase some taxes, and you need to pay some more taxes to me because I still need to rule you. And the colonists said, no, you really don't. We want freedom, and so we're going to have to go ahead, and if you won't release us, then we're going to fight you. And the king said, okay, I have a big army. Let's go for it. Let's have a fight. So then the colonists decided to have the Revolutionary War. They wanted to say, we want our independence. We want our freedom. And the king, he said, no, I don't think you will get your freedom. Although he didn't really use that common accent because he was kind of British and that wasn't a very good British accent. But anyway, the king, he really did not want to give the colonists their freedom. So the colonists said, all right, we're going to fight you. We're going to have a war. Come on, bring your soldiers in, and we're going to fight for our freedom. We've already established our own homes. We've already established our own villages. We've already established our own rules. We already go to the people in the colonies for our problems, and we're going to have our freedom, whether you like it or not. So the colonists and the king, although the king, he is kind of a wimp, so he kind of stayed in England, and he kind of just sent his soldiers over to fight the colonists. So the colonists fought the king's men and his soldiers, and the colonists won. And then they became the United States. So after the colonists won the Revolutionary War against the British, they became the United States of America. And when the people who were in the colonies became the United States of America, they established their Constitution. The Constitution had the Bill of Rights inside it. The Constitution is a sheet of paper that tells everybody what the government is going to look like in the United States and what rights you have if you are someone who lives in the United States. So the people in the United States of America now created the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. And in the Constitution, they said, we don't have a king. We're never going to have a king again. And what we want instead is we want a representative government. That means we, the people of the United States of America, elect their own government. We elect our own people. We elect our president, we elect Congress, and we elect our judges to rule in the courts, particularly in the Supreme Court. So all of the people in the United States created the Constitution through representatives from each of the 13 colonies. Then, also in the Constitution, you have your Bill of Rights. And in the Bill of Rights, those representatives from the 13 colonies, which is now all the United States of America, so the 13 colonies after the Revolutionary War, after they declared their independence, after they declared their freedom, after they said, we're going to have our freedom, after they fought in the war and won against the British, then they became the United States. And the representatives of the 13 colonies went and established the Bill of Rights, which are the 10 rights that everybody in the United States have, and also they established the Constitution. The Constitution told everybody in the United States what their government was going to look like. Thank you.